Welcome to Programming Knowledge. So in this tutorial we will start designing our home fragment. So for that I'll go to fragment home.xml and then I'll remove all this code that is inside this, and then I'll create a relative layout whose width will be match parent and height will be also match parent. Okay, and then inside this relative layout I'll have an app bar layout, and that will have a width of match parent and height of wrap content. It will have an ID bar and it will have a background as question mark Android :attr as an attributes, and then window background, and then inside this app bar we will have a toolbar. The width will again be match parent, height will be wrap content, ID will be toolbar, and the background will be same as we have over here. So I'll just copy it and paste it over here. Okay, and then inside this toolbar I'll again have a relative layout. The width will be match parent, height will again be wrap content. Now inside this relative layout we'll have an image view that will have a width of 180 dp and height of 30 dp. Okay, and then after that align parent start as true. Okay, and then margin from starting will be, let's say, minus 20 dp, and the image will be our logo, so src and then logo. Okay, and then after this we'll again have an image view. Okay, the width will be wrap content, height will also be wrap content. Okay, and the image that we are going to add here is first needed to be downloaded from our image asset. So I'll go to image asset, and then over here instead of search I'll search for near me, and this is the icon that we see in our actual Instagram which takes us to the inbox. So I'll give it a name of inbox. Okay, and then over here I'll write src IC inbox. Okay, and then let's give it as align parent end as true, and then margin from right say 10 dp. Okay, so then this is done. Okay, then we'll move out of our relative layout outside the app bar layout. Then we'll create a nested scroll view. Okay, and the width will be match parent, height will be wrap content, and it should be below bar. Okay, and then inside this, as we saw, we got an error in the previous video. Nested scroll view can have a single child, so we'll create a single child linear layout. A linear layout. Okay, and the width will be match parent, height will be wrap content, the orientation will be vertical. Okay, and then inside this linear layout we'll basically have two recycler views, one recycler view for the story and another recycler view for the post. That is how we see in our actual Instagram application. So relative layout, the width will be again match parent and the height will be wrap content. The margin from all the sides should be 5 dp. Okay, and then we can give it an ID as recycler view story. Okay, and then another recycler view as discussed. I'll just copy it from here and paste it. Okay, so there's a mistake. Instead of recycler view, I have selected a relative layout. So I'll change it to recycler view. Similarly, over here, it is a recycler view. Okay, and over here, instead of story, it will be posts. Okay, so this is how our home fragment will look. Okay, now let's design the item for each post. Okay, so to start designing our post item, we first need a few images that we can get from our image asset. So I'll go to drawable, then new, then image asset. Okay, and then I'll search for a few icons. The first one is more, and that is more what, and this will be in the top right corner of our every post item. Okay, and I'll give it an ID of more. Okay, next, finish, add, then again drawable, new, image asset, and then the name is chat bubble outline, and this is the icon. This is the icon that we see in Instagram for comments. Okay, so I'll give it a name of comment, IC. Comment, then next, click on finish, then again drawable, new, image asset, and the image this time is favorite, and this is the exact image we see for the like feature that we have in our Instagram. Okay, so I'll give it a name. I'll give it a name as like. Okay, then next, and then again finish. Then the last image that we need from image asset is the save icon that we see with every Instagram post. Okay, so for that I'll write turned in not. Okay, then click on OK. Over here the name is save, then next, click on finish. Once done, go to layout, then new, create a new layout resource file, and the name will be post item. Okay, and then instead of constraint layout, it will be a relative layout. Okay, and the width is match parent, but height needs to be wrap content. Okay, then inside this we'll have an image view, capital I am sorry, image view that will have height of wrap content, width also of wrap content. It will be at parent end. The src is more. Okay, the icon that we just got from the image asset, it will have a margin all around of, let's say, 15 dp. Okay, so this was it. Then after this we will have a linear layout. Okay, width will again be match parent, height as wrap content, orientation is vertical. Now inside this linear layout we have another linear layout. Okay, the width will be match parent, height is wrap content, orientation is horizontal, and inside this we first have a circle image view. Okay, and the width is, let's say, 40 dp, and the height will also be 40 dp, means as in a circular image. Or else if we give different dimensions, then we can get an oval image also, and then it will have an ID profile image. Okay, and just for test purpose, let's give it a source. Okay, and then after this there will be a text view. Okay, as in the name, the publisher name, the width will be wrap content, height will be wrap content, the ID will be, let's say, username. Okay, then the text for just demo purposes, username. Okay, the layout gravity should be center vertical to be specific. Okay, the text size should be 16 sp, and the text style should be bold, not just the style, text style should be bold. Text color should be color, I think, primary dark. Yes, this looks good. Okay, and then I think it should have a margin so that it is separated from the image, or it would be better if we give this circular image a, let's say, padding of 5 dp. No, that doesn't look good, so let's change it to margin. Okay, a margin of 5 dp, and the username also has a margin of 5 dp. Okay, so this was for the linear layout. This is how our top section will look of every post. Okay, then inside, after this horizontal linear layout, we will have a constraint layout. Okay, and the width is match parent, height is wrap content. Okay, and then inside this constraint layout we first have an image view that will be for the post image. The width is match parent, height is 0 dp, that means we are not giving any specific height, but instead of that I will give a constraint dimension ratio, and that is 1:1. That means the width and height will be same, that means a square image section is provided. Okay, then I will give it an ID, let's say post image, and then it will have a ignore. Okay, so if it doesn't show like this, then you need to write tools, and we need to add this tools ignore. Okay, then an equal to double quotes, and then we write missing constraint. Okay, and then we can just close this image view and come out of this constraint layout. Now after this constraint layout we have a relative layout, and the relative layout width is match parent, height is wrap content, and it has an overall padding of 10 dp. Now inside this relative layout I first have an image view, okay, and the height and width both are 30 dp. And the source is IC like. Okay, so this is the first image view. Then after that the second image view is for the comments. Okay, the height and width are same 30 dp. The src is comment. Okay, and it should be at the end of like. Okay, so we didn't give it a id, so let's give it an id. The id is like, and it should be at the end of like. Okay, and it should have a margin starting of, let's say, 10 dp. Then after that we add another image view. Okay, and the width over here is again 30 dp. The height is 30 dp, and the source is save. Okay, and it is at the parent end. Okay, so now I'll give this an id of comment, and this will have an id of save. Okay, and then after this relative layout we'll have a text view. Okay, the width will be wrap content, height will also be wrap content, margin start should be 10 dp. Okay, and the id that I'll give it is, let's say, likes text. Okay, and let's give it a demo text. The text is 1 2 3 likes. Okay, so now let's change the text style to bold. Okay, and text color to color accent I think would be fine. Okay, so this is all right. Now after this text view I'll add another text view. Okay, that will be for the description or the author name, publisher name. So text view width is wrap content, height is also wrap content, margin start 10 dp, text style is again bold. Okay, and let's give it another text. Okay, let's say Rishabh Kumar is the name. Okay, and let's give it an id, and the id is author, and the text color is color primary dark. Okay, and then we will have a social text view that is for descriptions, and the use of social text view over here is that it will highlight all the hashtags that we have. The width is wrap content, height is also wrap content. Okay, margin start is 10 dp, margin top is 5 dp, margin bottom is also 5 dp. Okay, let's give it a text. So I have given it a text, and the text color will be color accent. Okay, and the margin bottom should be 5 dp. Okay, so this looks fine, and I'll give it an id, and the id is description. Okay, then after this, the final thing is we'll have another text view. Okay, that will tell us the number of comments we have. So the width is wrap content, the height is again wrap content. Okay, margin start is 10 dp, margin top is 5 dp, then we have margin bottom as 5 dp, id is number of comments. Okay, and okay, I am sorry, there should be an @ plus id and something like this. Okay, and the last thing is the text color, and the text color will again be color accent. Okay, and over here in the like, instead of likes text, it is more understanding if we write number of likes. Okay, so this is how our every post item will look. Okay, so we'll program this in the next tutorial. Thank you.